So one of the things that we are focused on at the market is a really great display. And so here's going to be some examples of that. And this is Forts Ferry Farm. They have a wonderful setup. And I'll let Ron here just give us a little bit of a heads up about what he looks to do and how he sets it up in the morning.
Okay. Sure. So we start with just really clean packaging on all of our produce. We create our own labels and design them in-house. And then from there we use different wooden objects, either crates, or we made this this vertical stand here to kind of get a little elevation. And then just to kind of like give it a nice little chef's kiss, we have these nice blue and red towels that we use to kind of cover up some of the wood and create a nice clean look.
Yeah, so you really want to think about the high impact corners. So those are the places where you want to put your things that you have the most of that you really want to sell. That's the kind of the hot cake item spot. So you want to kind of notice where those corners are, and then also we build up as much as we can. So we put entire cases of produce out, pile them up as high as you can. If you can also, you can see how we have this upper shelf here. We can also stack really high up on top of here as well. So those are some strategies, but also having like any we have handmade wooden boxes that really, they're a lot of work to schlep them to market, but it really displays the produce beautifully. And then I would say also signs, just really making sure everything is labeled, and that really helps customers understanding what's what and what the price is. Yes, constantly shuffling, constantly restocking, moving things around, rebuilding, always wanting to make it look really full and abundant. So even if you only have a few bunches left, stacking them all on top of each other instead of spreading them out. Yeah.
We've actually learned throughout the years that labeling, both for the vendor and for the customer, so you don't have to say it all day, seeing exactly what the product is and the price of it makes for a more successful day. We try to set our stand-up savory and then sweets. The other thing we do too is we have our rack behind us, so we have our setup done here and then sourcing from the rack when people want things, so we keep the setup fresh. Good.
And you are cash only.
And we are cash only, yes.
And you've signed it so.
Yes, we've assigned it so the market always has plenty of ATMs, and the ATM flags work well to point people where they are. Yeah.
Your display is really, really, really important. Obviously having your branding and your labeling and all that consistent in your presentation, I think, is really, really important. We like to lay out a really big inventory so that people see there's abundance and they have a lot of choices of product that they're trying to figure out on what they want. I think it's really important that not only in the presentation of your product, but the presentation of the person that's at the stand is making eye contact with customers and engaging customers as they go by. This farmers market is really an experience more than just a grocery store, and I think that's a very important component that a new vendor needs to really consider when they think about who their staff's going to be, what their product lineup is going to be. Tasting is really important, really exposing people to the product. It's just really all part of the experience of going to the farmers market.